Oh, Ramersdorfer and Agostinelli and Singapore all gone down for it as well. They would love a podium here in Germany, as they all would. Still him as Pugliese now picks his pocket into the final turn. That is an impressive move, because down think must have been at the same corner. That is a disaster for their farm. About 4, 5, 6 riders up for the second and third places, but it is all about Indonesia's. That is so fast into there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I say they don't break. They flick it in.
All getting up there. That's all we care about at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Right.
Back to the front here. Ega Pratama coming down the waterfall for the final time. This victory is going to be
in there, scrubbing off the speed, then on the brakes as they go into the left-hander, and absolutely
go.
Yeah, Brian Uriarte has the advantage. He's the cup winner. He's the man to beat.
He is. It's all about who's going to get second.
Yeah, they're about 3 abreast there, but up the end.
Sensational stuff.
Well, now it's getting spicy, because Pratama has not got the lead that he once had,
and it's Marco Morelli who's trying to do just that. There's Matani on the 34 who has the advantage. Carpushin's there in the white helmet.
It's Uriarte up the inside of Pugliese, who gets the switch back there, or does he? No, Uriarte.
Just 3.5 laps
Morelli
remaining.
looking up the inside, guarding his line, looking for potential.
In third place, Carpushin goes up the inside, but he can't do it. Matani comes across. He is surely going to take.
So he says, no way, chap, I'm out of that into turn 2. Up the climb towards turn 3 we go, and you think overtake, thinking better of it. Other riders are off the track. You see the scrapes on the asphalt there as that's match. We're watching Giulio Pugliese and Marco Morelli get a little bit swamped there, but I tell you who else got swamped. It's steep on the way down for the reverse corkscrew. This is quite a brutal climb for any runner or cyclist. Sort of happened. So
Van Kruijten track limits warning.
Track him, Dinesh, he switched to the inside. A couple of riders switched. He went to the outside. A couple of other riders went to the in. As we see, we've got 2 riders down, unfortunately. Joel Pons and Christian Daniel down. Limits warning. Well, we've had them for Brown, Daniel, Tassini, Carpushin as well inside, and I think he lost a place or 2 off the line. But as we come through turns 5,
Okay, and they're going to be riding again tomorrow.
what happened here then? Oh, Christian took him. Monignane, Plonk.
Just 3 laps remaining then. Now with 5 guys
And 6 then, all relatively safely through at that point. Onto the little short back straight we come. Self out, and then Pons clipped him. Christian, that was a...
You still can't really have a last lap plan. I've talked about this with Brian Uriarte. So
Uriarte, Pratama, Gonzalez, Mitani, near enough the same as yesterday's podium. Brutal looking one. Glad to see him up and walking from that.
well, thank goodness for the Tech Air suit from Alpine sometimes through the year. And he says, you know, you can think about what you might do on the last lap, but really you just got to... And this is absolutely crucial, the right-hander onto the backs, onto when they get round here onto Stars, which obviously fired up as he was in the air and will have saved a very, very nut deal with whatever happens. And he says, I just do whatever I can at the time. And of course, you know, that the back straight through the left and up the inside, it's David Gonzalez who takes the lead. He's determined. Nasty collision with the tarmac on the way down. There is a number 11 of David Gonzalez. The Spaniard, exactly what happened yesterday. He didn't know coming down the back straight that David could to make up for yesterday's disappointment. And who's
Brian saying, get behind me, stick behind me.
He's the fourth of those 5 riders. And it still is Veda Gonzalez was going to outbrake himself, but he was positioned there just to take advantage. And
I'll take you far away, and I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, right. Who has the advantage? Brian Uriarte in second.
Look who our top 3 are, Peter. It's as if,
as he said, you know, I was braking super late, and when David went even deeper, he thought, well, something's going to happen. Now they're out the drive onto the back straight, and I think Veda wasn't getting out of the corner yesterday as
Pratama never went away and had an injury. It's like we're watching Jerez again, but
he hung back and just nipped inside him to take the win. That was absolutely superb stuff. Well as he needs to, and I think he's got the same problem here. He's too tight into that right hand.
Got supporting acts and potentially the extra protagonist as well of David Gonzalez. Brian, the last of the late breakers here as well in towards turn 8. He guards his line super.
And there's Brian, those guys getting much better drive onto the back straight.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's Giulio Pugliese, but the top 3, Pratama, Uriarte and Herbly, commanding out front. You can go off track there, that's blue, it's not green, that's all fine. Full throttle through Curvone with a couple of damp patches there. They're not short of any kind of courage. This seems like what it's going to be about this season, Peter.
It does, and there's the number 13.
It's all starting to get a bit tasty now. Gonzalez pushed back a little bit. Mitani give a bit of pressure at 8:53 in the morning here in Misano then. So Uriarte crowd
pulling out of the slipstream, passing Brian Uriarte, goes he doesn't. Brian Uriarte on the 5th.
Oh, Veda!
Yeah, as I say, I think that is
champion yesterday, in it for the win here today as well. Wants to sign off from
one, and the orange helmet still has second place, but behind is now Dale Zemmitani, not fighting his way, not sticking his elbows out at the
Rookies Cup as the equal most successful rookie ever. What a title.
And this is the battle for the cup. For the moment, there's 3 laps to go, 2.5 laps to go. I think as he's going to do the same as yesterday, we're going to see his.
That would be heading up to Moto 3 next year.
At the moment, it stands with Andrew Piqueras, and is, of course, is out of it. He's his best on the last couple of laps. So it's still Brian Uriarte that leads over Marco Moretti on 11, and Brian Uriarte has 10. So with David Gonzalez second place in the points, but he's not going to be there, I think. It's right on its tail. Veda Pratama in 3rd place. They flash across the start and finish line for the first time. David Gonzalez, disappointed not to win yesterday, so determined to do it at the end of this one.
No, absolutely not. Let's have a further look down the field. Then we got the likes of Morelli. Christian Daniel Jr. can now take his long lap penalties. Down in 14th place is the American
today.
Tell you what, Brian is, certainly was yesterday, the most cunning. Who was absolutely at the back, is now picking up a point. You got the Frenchies, Plomp and Da Costa there, so he's got a couple of laps to actually try and take that. Got pushed back through the order of all of them, wasn't he? I mean, that's what it's about when you're just preparing for anything to happen. You know,
that's right. But
he's got 13th and 14th. Singapore down in just ahead of them. Sorry, 14th on that opening lap, not the one he would have wanted. Meanwhile, Beñat Fernandez, who came to take advantage. You're like a fox, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he was a battle of 4 men, and he was
in 12th position. I was just thinking where Singapore qualified.
Fourth at one point round that last lap yesterday.
Yeah, really impressed. Collided with yesterday, up into 11th place now.
Yes, I say Beñat had
fairly far down, but I can't find him on the grid. Oh yes, 23rd. Well, it's all about to go off well and truly. Ramadipa in the background taking charge of
the wrenched arm yesterday, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down at the moment. He's doing very well.
Chasing pack. 4.5 seconds of gap now. Beñat Fernandez just behind.